Hi, this is Nancy Finelli, your roving reporter for St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. We're here to discuss with you this evening again St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. Let's start that again. Hi, this is Nancy Finelli, your roving reporter at St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. We're here tonight again to entertain you. Really, we're just going to try and give you some information about St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic and about the wonderful Christmas party that Dr. Maloney hosts for all the local community children in need. And I hope you learn a little bit tonight and can help us out any way you can. I'm with our two favorite volunteers, Samir Caton and Debbie DeMuza. And Samir's anxious to talk to you, so I'm passing the mic over. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. This is Samir Kokin. We gathered tonight over here in Dr. Maloney's office. I'm with my friends, as usual, and we're here to tell you about the clinic we have. We have a free clinic for you, St. Rita's Free Clinic, and it's on Friday night from 5 to 6 registration. And after that, we give you the shots you need, we give you the blood you need, and everything you need till Dr. Maloney gets there very shortly after that and take care of you and examine you and let you know what's wrong with you and give you the right medicine and everything. So don't get lazy and not to come. Please, if you don't feel good, you come over the clinic on Friday night and we'll take care of you. And every year we have another occasion to tell you about. It's a nice occasion. It's a Christmas party in December for the kids to celebrate Christmas and be good and get all the gifts we give them. And we have them ready to go. And they come in at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, and December 16th, and we start the party. And everything will be ready. They just start up from the office, maybe 1 block, and they keep coming down and receive their gift for Christmas. And Dr. Maloney, of course, right at the end of the block, needs the office with his truck and the music and the Christmas music coming up. Everybody can hear it 2 blocks away. And then, there's a celebration going on. So please, if you have any gift or any stuff you can leave under the tree in the office for the kids, please bring them down and we take care of them. If you can't and you have more than 1 or 2, we'll go to your place and pick them up and bring them in. And the address is 144 East Boston Post Road. And the telephone number is 914-381-2091. Please call up after 7 o'clock at night. And the lady of the house, Nancy, will answer your phone call and let you know what's going on and what to do and all that. So I appreciate everything you're going to do for St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic and what you can do for the Christmas party. We advertising it to be on December 16 at 6 p.m. and in the front of his office. Now I'm going to let you talk to Nancy, and then we have a teacher here, Debbie, also will let you know what's going on. Thank you.
Debbie, talk first.
Okay.
So we give it to Debbie because Nancy is coughing too much.
She's not coughing. She's doing.
You're gonna have a joke.
Hello, my name's Debbie DeMuza. I'm British, as you can tell from my accent, but I've lived here for 10 years, and for most of those years I've been a volunteer at Dr. Maloney's Free Medical Clinic, and it's really been a pleasure for me to go there every Friday to help, because it's such good fun, and it's really nice to be able to help give back to the community. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Dr. Maloney. He's a wonderful doctor. He's the pillar of the community, and it's his way of being able to give back to the community. This free clinic he hosts every Friday, and he's been doing it for well over 25 years. and everybody loves him. And everybody knows what a wonderful doctor he is. So we do get really busy every Friday.
Yes.
We get a lot of people. It's a wonderful service if you don't know about it. It's every Friday from 5 to 6. And we, whatever you need, you will get. And there's no, all you have to do is just come and register for 5 minutes, which takes 5 minutes to register. We just ask for your credentials, like your name, address, telephone number. And then after that, you're free to get whatever you want. If you need vaccinations for your child who goes to school, or if you need blood work doing, or if you need antibiotics because you feel sick, whatever you need, we will provide for you. All free of cost. No money is exchanged ever. No questions are asked. No one is ever turned away. Everybody is welcome. So I think it really is a wonderful service that Dr. Maloney provides, and you really should take advantage of it because it's right here in Mamaroneck on your doorstep, and it's a wonderful service. The other thing Dr. Maloney does is the Christmas party, like my friend Samir was talking to you about. The Christmas party this year is going to be on December the 16th at 6 o'clock, right here in his office. And that's his way to give back to the children in need. There are, unfortunately, a lot of children in need in our neighborhood, and they really do need your help. Dr. Maloney gives them a Christmas party that they remember forever. And there are always more than 1,000 children who turn up, and every child goes away happy with a smile on their face. Not one child is disappointed, ever. And Dr. Maloney doesn't just give them one present, he gives them a whole sack full of new toys. So it's really wonderful what he does, and the kids are always happy. And they appreciate it because for most of them, it's probably the only Christmas gifts they're going to get, unfortunately. So for them, it's very, very important. I can't stress enough how important it is for them. But for this to happen, this is where we need your help. We always need donations, and we get a lot of we've had really good donations over the year from people as generous and kind as you, and also from corporations, so which is really wonderful. But we do ask that we keep those donations coming in. So if you can find it in your heart to pick up a toy at a toy drive, or if you're going to a toy store to buy for your child or your grandchild, think of another child in need, and instead of picking up one toy, just pick up another one, because every little helps, and the kids do appreciate it. And we really are grateful for your kindness and generosity. Like Samir said, if it's difficult for you to drop off the toys at the office, then we'll be happy to come and pick them up at your house. Just call after 7 o'clock, the telephone number, what Samir gave you earlier. And, we'll be happy to arrange, either myself or Samir or any other volunteer that we have will be happy to come to the house and pick up the toys. So I thank you in advance for that. And thank you for your kindness and generosity. I'd also like to thank the fire department and the police department, who do a wonderful job making sure that everyone stays safe every year, every December at the Christmas party. They do an awesome job making sure everyone's safe. No one ever gets hurt, and, because with the vigilance of the fire department and the police department, they make sure that never happens, which is wonderful. So anyway, if you can find it in your heart to pick up a toy for the children this year and then bring it to the office, that would be great. We need the donations coming. Like I said, there's more than 1,000 kids who turn up every year. They never go away empty-handed. They never go away disappointed. And with your help, we can make it just as good this year too. Okay, so I'm going to put you on to Nancy now, who's dying to say a little bit more about what I've just said. I'm sure she's going to elaborate a little bit more. So I'll put you on to Nancy. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Samir. Well, I know, it's getting harder to say things because we've said it so many times. But for those of you who have just tuned in to us, again, we're talking about, can I have that flyer? Dr. Kevin Maloney, who, he hasn't appeared on film in about 3 years. I think it's time we hijack him one night before he leaves and get him. This is Dr. Kevin Maloney. He has been running St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic over 25 years now. He has done this. He started it out when he started practicing in Mamaroneck. He wanted to give back to the community who welcomed him with open arms. And he set up a free clinic in a church locally and has been doing it ever since, once a week on Friday evenings. We ask that you spread the word that this clinic is available, especially now with the way the healthcare system is, that insurance is some kind of a nightmare for some people, and high deductibles and so forth. A lot of people are avoiding going to the doctor and trying to treat themselves for minor ailments. That's not necessary. Dr. Maloney has this free clinic every Friday night in a local church. Registration between 5 and 6 when you get out of work or school. So it's convenient and it's local. Dr. Maloney is there each and every week. He has never not been there. And he has a wonderful, wonderful core of volunteers who he always says makes it very easy for him. There's a great group there. There's nurses and lay people. If you have the inclination to donate your time to volunteer, you're always welcome. We could always use help. You don't have to have a medical background. There's plenty of non-medical necessities that need to be taken care of in the setting of a clinic, and we would welcome you to volunteer. If you tuned in a little late, the number for our office is 914-381-2091. If you could kindly call after 7 p.m. when we're finished with patients, I can give you the time and attention you need to answer any questions you may have. And we also ask that any of you watching and who do not need to use the clinic, that you spread the word to and all your friends and neighbors and family who might just need this service. And it's a wonderful service provided by Dr. Maloney and his core of volunteers. As Debbie elaborated, there's no questions asked, there's no credentials required, you don't need an identification, you don't need anything other than giving them your name, address, and phone number, and that's only so that we can contact you with any results that may be abnormal. Nothing is shared with any other organization or government agency. This is strictly private HIPAA laws within the community of the clinic. So if you need medical care in any capacity, if you've been one of those people who've been putting it off because you can't afford it, it's a free medical service. No money is ever exchanged. Everyone who works there is a volunteer. No one gets paid. So if you're watching this and you think this is a good idea, perhaps you can help us out a little bit. We do accept tax-deductible donations. You can mail them to Dr. Maloney's office, care of St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic at 144 East Boston Post Road in Mamaroneck, 10543. And we really want you to utilize the clinic. So please come, show up. No appointment necessary. Just be there between 5 and 6 to register on Friday evening. Okay, moving right along. Another phenomenal event and something out of the heart of Dr. Kevin Maloney is this fabulous Christmas party he hosts every single year. And as I've said in previous episodes, it began as a little tiny tribute to the children who were attending his clinic. He would bring a few toys, give them out the last week of the clinic before Christmas, and it has grown phenomenally from a few score of children to a few thousand children each and every year. And it's just a phenomenal event. It's well planned, well executed. It's a beautiful tribute to the community. The office is decorated like anything you might see on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan. The outside music is playing, very festive holiday music, and personally handpicked by Dr. Maloney himself, his seasonal favorites, and you can hear it for blocks away, and it's just so festive and beautiful. More than that, the children and their families standing online waiting to receive the gifts is a sight to behold. It's anticipation, it's love, it's just something wonderful. And for that, we have the Mamaroneck Village Police Department and the Fire Department, as well as the volunteers from the DPW who maintain order, make sure nobody runs out into the street, gets hit by a car, make sure that the traffic is slowed down so that there's no accidents. People do Google and ogle the office as they drive by because it's just beautiful. And the mood is just festive, and Dr. Maloney's spirit and generosity just glows each and every time this party is held. And the children just anticipate it with such awe that it's just something to behold. Now, Debbie said that he does hand out sacks full of toys to each and every child. Not one, not two, 3 or 4 or 5 to each child, brand new toys. And in order to do this, we rely on donations. Again, there's no money involved with St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. We can't go out and buy toys, and we certainly couldn't go out and buy a few thousand toys at this time of year because there's 1,000 or more children each year. And with each one getting a sack full, that's a lot of toys. So we do ask that you support us in this endeavor and pick up a toy whenever you're out shopping. If you're buying one for a child in your life, your own child, a grandchild, a friend, whatever. If you could just pick up one extra one for another child who's in need. And Debbie's elaborated that many times, in many instances, these children standing online in the cold, this is the real only Christmas that they have. Their families cannot afford to buy the gifts for under the tree. And this is it. This is their Christmas. And it's just incredible. It's just, they're so happy and joyful, and, you know, it just brings all of us who volunteer, and on that night there's well upwards of 100 volunteers to keep order and help out with, giving out gifts and maintaining order, that, everything just runs so smoothly and so beautifully, and it's such a phenomenal event. But the best part of it is seeing the looks on the children's face, the smiles, and the gratitude and the love. And, it's what it's all about. That's what the Christmas season is, and it's just making children happy. And as a volunteer, and as Samir and Debbie can tell you, there's no greater gift than the gift of giving. And those of us who do it, reap boundless rewards. There's just nothing like it to witness this joy and this love that the children feel. And we know we're making them really happy, and we know that these are really needy children and families, and that they really can't afford to have a Christmas as many of us are used to or expect. And this is just something that, keeps things normal and keeps things fair and makes them feel a part of a community. As Samir said, the last few episodes, we are the friendly village, and we do take care of our own. And this is one way, and we all have Dr. Maloney to thank for this. Dr. Kevin Maloney's been doing this for many, many years, and, it's renowned, his reputation. As a matter of fact, the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce honored him for his work with St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic this year, 2016, as Man of the Year because of his efforts with St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic and the Christmas party. As I've said before, we want to thank the groups who have so generously helped us out, besides the fire department and the police department and the DPW, who were central and critical to maintaining order on that evening, and who are so wonderful and so generous of their time because they are volunteering their time on their off hours. This isn't part of their patrols. It's just incredible that so many of them show up to help us out, and it's just being a part of a community. With that, we also want to thank all the schools who have done toy drives for us, who have generously donated to us in the forms of toys. Weichert Realtors, I believe I have the right one now, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Call me and let me know. The Ursuline School, who has Make a Difference Day and has included us as part of their Make a Difference. St. Augustine's Church Women's League, Women's Auxiliary, thank you. who do an incredible job of making baskets of toys for us and wrapping them up and just really presenting us with beautiful gifts. Many of the schools. And at the Chamber of Commerce event this year, when they honored Dr. Maloney, actually one of the toy stores in the village has a warehouse, and he actually donated some space to store all these toys and gifts that we get because we get overwhelmed at the office trying to store them before the party. And I also got another call today from Walter's Hot Dogs, which had some space to lend us. So the community is really, really getting involved now. And so we're asking any local businesses, certainly donate to us if you can, and any way you can. If you're a toy store, certainly we could use your help. Miller's, Dry Box, CVS. But we're also asking that perhaps you're an establishment in the village and you would be willing to put a large box in your establishment to collect toys for us as your patrons come in. And, people like to see that there's an easy drop-off place. Maybe they come to the office and we've got a lot of patients here and they don't want to come in and interrupt or anything. But if they're at your establishment on a daily basis or weekly basis, they might find it convenient to just bring it with them while they're out shopping and put it in a toy collection box. So if you'd be willing to do that, certainly give me a call if you have a business in the village or locally, anywhere locally, Rye, New Rochelle. We're willing to decorate a box for you and bring it on over to your store, and certainly it's a great way to help us out. If we understand the economic times, and maybe you can't donate something from your own store. Maybe you can help us by having your patrons come in with a gift and collecting for us. So that would be something that we would really greatly appreciate. Individuals in the community who are parts of any kind of a group. The Knights of Columbus have donated to us in the past. Saints John and Paul, the School of Religion. Many, many schools and organizations throughout the area have done it, and we'd greatly appreciate that. If you just have a group of friends and you have a book club or something, and maybe that's a way you can get a couple of toys together for us. Maybe you go to a gym class or any meet for coffee every morning, whatever it is. If there's a group of you, it would certainly help us in the form of collecting a number of toys. And again, I'm going to say, a couple of thousand kids, a couple of toys each kids, that's a lot of toys we need. And somehow we pull it off each year, but through the grace of God. And no child ever leaves without a toy. Every single child who shows up leaves with several toys.
We had over 3,000 one year.
One year there was over 3,000 children. Don't know how we did it, but we did it.
No one went away empty-handed.
Nobody went away empty-handed. No one ever goes away empty-handed. And we don't have leftovers. It always seems to come right down to the last child with the last gift, and that's how it works out. Don't know how we do it. Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you, God, and it's always worked out for us. And thank you so much, all of you who find the time and the effort and the joy in your heart to give and donate at this time of the year. But I will also say, in order to do this, we cannot do it in a week or two or even a month. We do it all year round. So you're out in the summertime and they've got sleds on sale because they're trying to make room for their summer stock. Pick one up. If you see a shovel or something a child might enjoy, a snowmaking kit out there in the summertime, 4th of July sale, trying to clean out the store, pick up a few things for us and help us out, because we will collect them all year. You can drop them off at the office, or as Samir and Debbie have said, we'd be glad to come pick them up from you. We have many volunteers who are willing and able to stop by and pick something up from you. And I hate to, keep emphasizing the fact that we need toys, but we really do. We really, really do. We don't want any child to leave empty-handed. We don't want any child to feel they've been slighted. Every child leaves with really, really nice toys, and we have you to thank for that. We have gotten incredible toys from you. Things I go, wow, some child is really going to enjoy this, You put thought and heart into it in ways we can't imagine, and it does bring tears to our eyes to see your generosity and how you've helped us throughout the year. And please keep it coming. Please help us again. I'd like to say thank you once again, and your donations are always appreciated. And again, I say yes, we need toys all year long, all year long. So wherever you are, if you're on vacation and you find something themed for Cape Cod, let's say, or Disney, a child would really appreciate that. Doesn't have to be, the hot new toy of the year, or I don't know what it is. I haven't known what it is since my kids grew up, but I remember standing on the lines trying to find it when they were little. So, doesn't have to be the hot new toy. It can be, just something that comes from your heart, and it's given to the heart of a child, and that's just an incredible thing. And we really need that from you, and would love for you to keep it coming. And I had something in mind, and I just lost it. It's a little Alzheimer's time. Hold on a moment. Anyway, just keep them coming, and we do appreciate it. Again, I will say we're coming up to Halloween and Thanksgiving, and there's super sales going on, Black Friday, if any of you are brave enough to try it. But there's also online resources, and a lot of people shop that way. So, you might find great deals if you buy more than one. So, if you've got somebody in mind to buy one thing for, please think of a child at St. Rita's Christmas party. And Dr. Maloney would greatly appreciate that. Again, I can't leave without saying thank you to everyone, each and all. The police and fire department, who do such an incredible job helping us out on their free time, not part of their patrols, but as their volunteer free time. So many of them come, so many of them just make sure that everything is in order. The DPW with their signs, and they're directing the traffic. The schools and stores and organizations throughout our communities who have so generously done toy drives and helped us out. We couldn't do it without all of you. Although Dr. Maloney is the force behind all of this, and it's certainly from his heart that we're all inspired and willing to give our time to do this, and it comes from him. We couldn't possibly do it without all of you supporting us and helping us. And we appreciate it so greatly that we just want you to keep it coming. And thank you so much for everything you've ever done for us. If it's been 1 year, one time, great. If you could try it again maybe this year, we anticipate a lot. We had a little formula going the other night, thanks to our pal here. He said the time we had the 3,000 children, that was that?
Yeah.
It was a leap year, as is this year. For some reason, 3,000 children showed up because it was a leap year. And that was Samir's 21st birthday, because he's born on February 29th. I know I'm not.
expecting 3,000.
So we're expecting 3,000. We have no way ever of knowing how many children are coming. We don't do tickets. We don't do, sign up ahead of time. We don't do anything. We just welcome them all with open arms. Whoever comes is welcome. Whoever leaves with a sack full of toys. And by Samir's formula, this is going to be a record-breaking year, so we're going to need record-breaking donations. And we really hope that you can help us out any way you can. And please keep us in mind. Again, I say every donation you make is tax-deductible. We'll be glad to give you a receipt. And other than that, it's that time of year when we all want to give something extra than we've given all year. And what better way than to give back to you children in your own children to start with. I must emphasize that word, children, who are in need. These children are really needy. We're not giving toys to wealthy families. We're not, just randomly giving them. These are children in need. Every single one of them who comes here has a story and a look on their face that you can read like an open book. And you know right well that everything you've given this child will be treasured and appreciated and enjoyed through the goodness and kindness of Dr. Maloney, who does this each and every year for no other reason than that joy of seeing that look on that child's face and each and every face that appears before him. So keep us in mind. Help us any way you can. Again, if you have any questions, please call the office after 7 p.m. any evening. I'm here, 914-381-2091. Samir thinks I live here. I do. I'd be glad to answer any questions you have, help you in any way you can in making a decision about how to donate. You can send your checks to Dr. Maloney's office, care of St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, and the address is 144 East Boston Post Road, Mamaroneck 10543. If you know children in any surrounding area, they don't have to live in Mamaroneck. They don't have to be very local. We've had children from as far away as Long Island one year. I think that was the 3,000 year. Yeah, so there's, the Bronx, Queens, come from Connecticut, White Plains,
Come from everywhere.
everywhere. So if you know a child in need, please tell them that the Christmas party this year will be on December 16th. Shh, I didn't say that. December 16th at 6 p.m. in front of Dr. Maloney's office right here on the Boston Post Road in Mamaroneck, across from the harbor. And here's my plug, Brewer's Hardware. And it's just an incredible feat to witness and an incredible event to be a part of. So if you can keep it in your heart and in your budget, please help us out any way you can. And again, you guys have anything else to say?
Well,
You said everything,
you said
right?
it all.
You said it all so
You
well.
said it all.
Thank you
So
very
that's
much.
all.
I don't know where it comes from
But
because
we here-
try to keep it fresh.
To help the people, we're here to be ready to go and pick up the gift. Just let us know, please, please.
That's right.
Get the gift and let us know. And we go and get them and we give you a smile and say thank you.
Let me see the smile. And Deb?
We'll be very appreciated.
Yes.
Very appreciated.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, I guess we'll sign off. I think we've put some time in. We'll sign off for this episode of St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. Wishing you and yours joy, peace, and happiness, and certainly love. Thank you for watching us. We'll be on again very soon. And this
Let's
is
hear from you.
we have Samir and Debbie, and I thank you both for joining me because I can't stand doing these alone. And thank you for all for watching us. And again, this is Nancy Finelli, your roving reporter for St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. Thanks for watching. Hope you can help us out. Good night.